Remember Trump? The man who never shied away from controversy, who always seemed to have a knack for making headlines, whether you loved him or hated him? The guy who thought trade wars were good and easy to win? Yes, the same guy who believed that slapping tariffs left and right was the ultimate solution to all trade imbalances. Well, he's back, folks, and this time he's got his sights set on French wine. That's right, the former president has decided that French wine is the new enemy in his ongoing trade crusade. In a move that can only be described as peak Trump, he threatened to slap a 200% tariff on European vino. Imagine that, a 200% increase on your favorite bottle of Bordeaux or Champagne. Why, you ask? Because apparently the EU was thinking about taxing American whiskey. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't about cars or technology, it's about booze. This trade war is about alcohol, which, let's be honest, is the most on-brand thing Trump has ever done. It's almost like a plot twist in a reality TV show, but it's real life. Now you might be thinking, John, this is ridiculous. How can something as trivial as wine and whiskey lead to a trade war? Surely no one is taking this seriously. It sounds like a joke, right? A bad one at that. And you'd be right, to a point. While many people are laughing it off, there are serious discussions happening behind closed doors. The EU did delay their whiskey tariff, but the threat remains. It's a game of cat and mouse, with each side waiting to see who will blink first. This whole thing is a perfect example of the kind of short-sighted, impulsive decision-making that has come to define American trade policy in recent years. It's like playing chess without thinking more than one move ahead. But while the US is busy picking fights with its closest allies, France is playing a much smarter, more strategic game. They're not getting bogged down in petty squabbles over alcohol. Instead, they're looking to the future, a future dominated by electric vehicles. They're investing in technology, infrastructure, and innovation. While the US is stuck in the past, France is charging ahead, quite literally, into a new era of clean energy and sustainable transportation. It's a tale of two countries, each with very different visions for the future. While Trump is busy tweeting about tariffs and building walls, metaphorical and otherwise, France is quietly becoming a global leader in the electric vehicle revolution. They're not interested in winning trade wars, they're playing a different game altogether, one with much higher stakes. France understands that the future of the automotive industry is electric. And they're not just talking about building cars, they're talking about creating an entire ecosystem, from battery production to charging infrastructure. They're investing heavily in research and development, partnering with other European countries, and offering generous incentives to both consumers and manufacturers. In short, they're doing everything right. One of France's biggest advantages in the EV race is its home turf, Europe. The EU has some of the most ambitious climate goals in the world, and they're putting their money where their mouth is with strict emission standards and generous subsidies for electric vehicles. This has created a massive market for EVs, and French automakers are perfectly positioned to take advantage of it. Companies like Renault and Peugeot Citroën are already leaders in the European EV market, and they're only getting stronger. They're producing a wide range of affordable, stylish, and practical electric cars that are winning over European consumers. And because they're based in Europe, they don't have to worry about the tariffs and trade barriers that are hampering American automakers. France isn't content with just dominating the European market. They're also looking to expand their reach into emerging markets around the world, and they're doing it by playing to their strengths. For example, Renault has a long history in North Africa, dating back to the colonial era. They've leveraged those existing relationships and infrastructure to become a major player in the region's burgeoning automotive market. They're producing cars locally, tailoring their designs to local tastes, and offering affordable financing options. It's a smart, strategic approach that is paying off handsomely. Vive la révolution industrielle, building the EV future at home. France is at the forefront of a new industrial revolution, one that promises to reshape the future of transportation and energy. France's EV strategy isn't just about selling cars, it's about building a more sustainable, independent, and prosperous future for the country. This vision encompasses not only the production of electric vehicles but also the entire ecosystem that supports them. They're investing heavily in domestic manufacturing, research and development, and infrastructure. They're creating jobs, fostering innovation, and ensuring that the benefits of this new technology are felt throughout the economy. By focusing on local production, France is reducing their reliance on foreign imports, which has historically been a vulnerability for many industries. They are also positioning themselves as a leader in the global clean energy economy. This is not just about cars, it's about integrating renewable energy sources like wind and solar into the grid to power these vehicles sustainably. This focus on industrial sovereignty is a direct response to the economic nationalism that has taken hold in many parts of the world, including the United States. France is taking proactive steps to ensure its economic future is secure and self-reliant. France has learned the hard way that relying on other countries for essential goods and technologies is a recipe for disaster. The supply chain disruptions of recent years have underscored the importance of self-sufficiency. They're determined to control their own destiny, ensuring that they have the capabilities and resources to meet their own needs without undue dependence on external sources. And they're using the EV revolution as an opportunity to do just that. By embracing this transformative technology, France is not only securing its economic future, but also contributing to a cleaner, more sustainable world. Battery power, made in Europe, sorry not sorry Asia. One of the most critical components of any electric vehicle is the battery, and for years, Asian companies have dominated the global battery market. But France, along with its European partners, is determined to change that. They're investing heavily in domestic battery production, with the goal of becoming self-sufficient in this critical technology. This is bad news for Asian battery makers, but it's great news for Europe. By producing batteries locally, European automakers can reduce their reliance on foreign suppliers, shorten their supply chains, and better control their costs. It also allows them to develop and implement new battery technologies more quickly, giving them a competitive edge in the global EV market. The people's EV, affordable and accessible, c'est possible. French automakers understand that for electric vehicles to truly go mainstream, they need to be affordable and accessible to everyone. That's why they're focusing on producing a range of electric cars that cater to a wide range of budgets and needs. From small city cars to spacious family SUVs, French automakers are offering electric options that are both stylish and practical. And thanks to government incentives and falling battery costs, these cars are becoming increasingly affordable for everyday consumers. This is in stark contrast to the US market, where electric vehicles are often seen as luxury items for the wealthy. So, while the US is busy fighting trade wars and clinging to the past, focusing on protecting industries that are becoming obsolete, France is quietly positioning itself as a global leader in the electric vehicle revolution. The country is making strategic investments in infrastructure and technology, ensuring that it stays ahead of the curve. They're not interested in short-term gains or petty squabbles. Instead, they are focusing on long-term sustainability and innovation. They're playing the long game, and they're winning. By fostering a culture of collaboration and forward thinking, France is setting itself up for future success. France's EV strategy is a lesson in how to succeed in the 21st century. It's about more than just building cars. It's about creating an ecosystem that supports innovation and growth. It's about embracing new technologies, investing in your people, and ensuring that the workforce is skilled and ready for the challenges of tomorrow, and working collaboratively with your allies. France understands that in a globalized world, partnerships and alliances are key to staying competitive. It's about looking to the future, not the past. By focusing on what's next, France is ensuring that it remains relevant and influential on the global stage. And it's about understanding that the real competition isn't between countries, it's between those who are willing to adapt and those who are destined to be left behind. The race is on, and only the most innovative will thrive. It's between those who are willing to adapt and those who are destined to be left behind. The future belongs to those who embrace change and innovation. And when it comes to the electric vehicle revolution, France is not just participating, it's leading the charge. France is in the driver's seat, steering the world towards a more sustainable and innovative future.